Before Eden, there was a name whispered in the void. An angel who carried fragments of night in his hands. Not fallen, not remembered. Shadows stirred, and the cosmos trembled. His story was buried beneath the weight of creation, until now. In the time before light and dark were divided, when the universe was still raw with potential, an angel named Seraphiel was entrusted with a sacred duty. His wings, vast and shimmering with starlight, bore the burden of night's essence. He alone could touch the primordial darkness without being consumed. As Seraphiel cradled the fragments of night, he heard whispers, voices that did not belong to the celestial choir, nor to the Creator's own breath. These were the murmurs of shadows, alive and aware, speaking of things yet to come, and secrets best left unspoken. Fear gripped the angel's heart. Oh, these voices, these living shadows, were not part of the divine plan. In his wisdom or his folly, Seraphiel chose to conceal them. He crafted a vessel of his own essence, a container to hold the whispers of darkness. But nothing escapes the all-seeing eye of the Creator. When God beheld Seraphiel's act, wrath and sorrow intertwined. The angel's name was struck from the celestial records, erased from memory and song. Seraphiel became a ghost, a whisper, a story untold. The vessel, no longer held by angelic hands, plummeted to the newly formed earth. It shattered upon impact, its contents seeping into soil and stone. The shadows, once contained, now spread like roots through the virgin world. In the hearts and minds of the first men, strange dreams took root. They saw creatures with too many eyes, beasts that defied the laws of nature. These visions haunted their waking hours, leaving them trembling in the light of day. Even in paradise, the shadows found purchase. Eve, sleeping peacefully in Eden's embrace, touched the tainted soil. That night she dreamed of wings made of black fire, burning yet unconsumed. The vision lingered, a portent of knowledge yet to come. Seraphiel, neither fallen like Lucifer, nor remembered by his brethren, wandered the spaces between worlds. He was a phantom, glimpsed only in the corner of one's eye, gone when sought directly. His wings, once radiant, now trailed wisps of shadow. In villages and encampments, whispers spread of a watcher in the dark. They spoke of a figure who drank the light of stars, leaving patches of void in the night sky. Children pointed to these empty spaces, their eyes wide with wonder and fear. The shadows, now free and growing stronger, began to whisper prophecy. When the last star falls, they hissed in the ears of dreamers, the vessel will open once more. These words echoed in the minds of shamans and seers, driving some to madness. Innocence began to fade from the world. Children, their hands guided by unseen forces, drew shapes in the dust. Spirals and sigils, curves and angles that no human eye had yet beheld. Their parents watched in silent horror, unable to explain or prevent. Rivers, once clear and life-giving, grew dark and still. Those who gazed into their depths saw not their own reflections, but visions of other worlds, other times. Some claimed to see the face of Seraphiel, his eyes hollow with grief and knowledge. Elders gathered in secret, their voices hushed with fear. There was another, they whispered, before the fall of Lucifer. They spoke of an angel whose name had been lost, who had touched darkness before sin entered the world. But they dared not speak more, lest the shadows hear and grow stronger. In dreams and visions, Seraphiel appeared to the chosen few. His wings were torn, hanging in tatters of light and shadow. In his hands he held the vessel, pulsing with contained power. Those who saw him awoke with tears on their cheeks. Though they could not say why, the earth itself began to change. Cracks appeared in barren places, seeping darkness like blood from a wound. From these fissures poured living smoke, shadows given form and purpose. They danced on the wind, whispering secrets to those who would listen. Heaven remained silent. The prayers of men went unanswered, their cries for guidance met with cosmic indifference. In this silence, the shadows grew bolder, their whispers becoming shouts in the minds of the desperate. As fear gripped the hearts of men, they cried out to God for salvation. But it was the shadows that answered first, offering power and knowledge to those willing to embrace the darkness. Many fell to their temptations, their souls forever marked. In the night sky, a new star appeared. Black as pitch, it rose where the moon should have been, casting a shadow even in darkness. Those who gazed upon it felt a pull, an urge to reach out and touch the void. Deep within the earth, the vessel of shadows pulsed like a heart. Each beat sent tremors through the world, awakening ancient things best left sleeping. The boundaries between worlds grew thin, reality itself bending under the strain. As the black star grew larger in the sky, humanity faced its final choice. They could embrace the forgotten angel, accept the knowledge and power he had hidden away. Or they could resist, clinging to the light they knew, even as shadows threatened to consume all. Seraphiel watched from the edges of existence, his heart heavy with the weight of his choice. He had sought to protect creation from the living shadows, but in doing so, had he doomed it instead? The fate of all hung in the balance, awaiting the moment when the last star would fall, and the vessel would open once more. In this twilight hour, as light and shadow danced on the edge of eternity, the true test of creation would begin. For, in the end, it was not the power of angels or the whispers of shadows that would decide the fate of all. It was the choice of humanity, standing at the crossroads of light and dark, that would shape the world to come. The book of shadows await its final chapter. Will you open its pages